Welcome. Today I would like to show you my jade plant, Crassula ovata. It is a very popular plant. It's a very common plant in collections. It's one of the most common succulents, I think. Potentially, it's a very big plant, and that's why when I got it from someone who wanted to share with me his jade plant, I got it as a very tiny cutting in a very tiny pot. I didn't know what to do with it because I didn't want it to grow big. And at the same time, it was a plant. It was a living organism that I had to keep and couldn't allow it to die. So I kept it in that little tiny pot, and it was very, very small all the time. It didn't grow nicely, it didn't grow at all, but it was not a nice plant in that pot. And finally I transplanted it maybe 3 years ago, and it grew a little bit bigger. And this spring I transplanted it, well, not this spring, last spring, the spring of 2022, I transplanted it into this pot. And then during the summertime, it just exploded. It grew to the size it is now, and maybe you can see it. There is a tiny little stem that is growing here, a new growth, and there is a new stem that grew here, and also this branch here is a new stem. Originally, this plant was only these 3 stems. However, they were much lower. Okay, so the plant grew substantially. The plant is much bigger, and when I went recently to a nursery store, and they were selling jade plants in huge pots, like huge trees. So I don't think I will be transplanting it anytime soon, because I don't want it to grow larger. However, I hope it will branch a little bit. I hope it will become a little bit fuller than it is now. But it grew up to be a beautiful plant. Right now has reached a size that it is noticeable as a plant and not as a little cutting. Jade plants are quite easy to take care of. They are not really that particular about the soil. This soil here is very porous, which is what all succulents like, but at the same time it is quite rich in organic matter, and it allows the plant to have a lot of nutrients and to grow and to get thicker. During the summertime I keep it outside, and I water it quite a lot, and I let the rain water it as well. When it's not raining, I water it quite a lot. I water it just like a regular house plant. In the winter, it is in a room that is not heated. However, I water it regularly as well, not as often as in the summertime. So let's say in the summertime I water it at least once a week, if not more often. And right now, during winter time, I am watering it about once every 2 weeks, depending on how warm it is, because the window of this room is facing south. It's far from the window, the plant. However, if it's a sunny day, the room is quite warm. If it's a cloudy day, the room is not as warm. This winter, especially December and January, were very cloudy. There was almost no sun, and the days were short. So during those months, I almost didn't water it at all, like once every maybe even 3 weeks. And then as the days are longer and there is more sun and more sunny days, so then obviously the plant needs more water. When a jade plant reaches a certain size, it can bloom. It has very beautiful white clusters of flowers, characteristic for Crassulaceae, which is the family to which Crassula ovata belongs, jade plant. But I don't think it has reached the blooming size, so I'm not expecting it to bloom anytime soon. So this is basically it. This is what I would like to share with you about my jade plant. I must say that I changed my mind. I was not really that fond of jade plants, maybe because they are so popular, maybe because they are so easily available. And at one point I was really collecting plants that no one else had or that were really rare. Jade plant doesn't belong to that category. However, it's a beautiful plant and I'm quite fond of it and I got to like it a lot. Thank you very much for watching my video. Have a great day.